Once upon a time, in a cozy town nestled between rolling hills and fields of flowers, there lived a curious little boy named Benny. Benny was known for his boundless imagination and his love for colorful balloons. Every day, Benny would watch with wide eyes as the balloon vendor set up his stand in the town square. The vendor had balloons of all shapes and sizes: red, blue, yellow, and even polka-dotted ones. But Benny's favorite was the big, shiny blue balloon that sparkled like the sky on a sunny day. One bright morning, Benny approached the balloon vendor with a glint in his eye. "Can I have the big blue balloon, please?" he asked, his voice filled with excitement. The vendor smiled and tied the balloon to Benny's wrist. "Take good care of it, Benny," he said with a wink. Benny held onto his balloon tightly as he skipped through the town square, feeling as light as air. But as he wandered, a sudden gust of wind swept through the square, tugging at the string of his balloon. "Uh-oh," Benny cried as he watched his beloved balloon float higher and higher, up into the endless blue sky. He chased after it, but it was no use. The balloon soared out of reach. Heartbroken, Benny sat down on a nearby bench, his eyes filled with tears. Just then, he heard a soft voice beside him. It was Mrs. Jenkins, the kind old lady who lived down the street. "Don't be sad, Benny," she said, patting his shoulder gently. "Sometimes unexpected adventures can lead to wonderful discoveries." Benny wiped away his tears and looked up at Mrs. Jenkins, his curiosity piqued. "What do you mean?" he asked, his spirits lifting. Mrs. Jenkins smiled and pointed to the sky. "Why don't you follow your balloon and see where it takes you? Who knows what adventures await?" Benny's eyes sparkled with newfound hope. He took a deep breath, stood up tall, and set off on his balloon adventure. And as Benny looked up at the big blue balloon floating above him, he smiled, knowing that his balloon had led him to the greatest adventure of all, the adventure of a lifetime.